Hi my loves, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Angela Babicz, and yes, that's how you say my last name. Now that we got that out of the way. If this is your first time hanging out with me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and I'm like really into this intro. If this is your first time hanging out with me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so you can see more of me and more of this background that I've been working on. How do you guys feel about it? Do you like it? If you like my new setup and my background and my lighting, you can't see it, but it's there. But if you notice a difference, like this video to let me know you appreciate it, because I do it for y'all. I just do it for you. So like, comment, subscribe. What else do I have to tell you in this intro?
I gotta tell you what this video is about. Angela, come on, get your life together.
So this is my Slay All Day Flawless Foundation and Contour Routine. This makeup will last you from now until whenever you take it off. It ain't moving. It ain't moving. This is the routine I do every time I go out or plan to take pictures. This is the makeup you see in every Instagram picture I've ever posted. As of recent, let's not get too crazy. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this flawless foundation, keep on watching. I'm not wearing anything except for my Embryolisse moisturizer, and I put this on right out of the shower and let that soak into my skin for about an hour. This is a lifesaver if you have dry skin. The first thing I'm going to do is take my primer, and yes, I'm still on the Nivea Men's Shave Balm. I can't find anything else that compares to this. It makes my makeup last all day, but I won't go on a rant. I'm just going to put it on. My face gets so red when I touch it. Next, I don't always color correct, but when I do, I use Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. So for the corrector, I'm taking my IT Cosmetics Complexion Perfection brush, number 7, and it's this dual-ended brush, and it's like really great because I got it for free at Bad Girls Club. I'm taking that color corrector and I am placing it under my eye and being really gentle with it. Next, I'm taking my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation in the color 128 equals Y415. I have no idea what that means. And I'm taking that same brush that I used for my color corrector, but I'm just taking the other side, which is the all over brush, and I am just going to buff this into my skin. The brush should barely be touching your skin. If you really have to dig and scrape your skin to blend it out, then the foundation is way too dry for you. So that's just a tip. The brush should be barely grazing your skin. I'm also taking this down my neck. So once I'm done blending that out, I like to let it sit for a minute or two before applying my concealer. So I tend to do this. Okay, once it's a little drier, I go in with my favorite concealer, and I know I say favorite so much, but this is my Holy Grail concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium Honey. And what I'm gonna do is place this under my eyes, and I'm like super generous with this because I fucking love it. I'm going down the bridge of my nose, but not all the way. I leave it blank right about here, and then I just draw a little circle at the tip like that, and I place them on my forehead and whatever's left on my chin and on my cupid's bow. So I'm taking my Pixi Glow Mist and spritzing my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna blend all of that out. I'm like really trying not to make ugly faces right now, but I'm like, in my head I wanna be like, So for me, I find it much easier to apply my cream contour after my concealer is already blended out. This is completely optional. You can do your concealer and your contour at the same exact time, but I find for me it gets a little bit muddy and messy. So doing it after concealer definitely works for me. So I prefer to do it after all my concealer is blended out, just to avoid I said to avoid a bloody mess. We're not killing anybody here. We are just contouring. So for contour today, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me. I think this is so worn off, but I'm pretty sure this is the Fit Me concealer in number 30 Cafe. So you can see where my natural cheekbone is, but I don't like it there. I like it to be a little higher. So I'm taking my contour and I am placing it slightly above that line. And blending upward ever so slightly. I'm also going to take my contour and hit my hairline with it. What else do I want to contour? I have a weak chin, so I like to make it look a little bit bigger, so I take it over here too, just to give me the appearance of having a chinny chin chin. And before I contour my nose, I like to blend out the rest of my face before it dries. So I'm taking my Morphe M427 brush and just blending out this contour. Again, you want to make sure that your brush is barely touching your skin. If the black bristles are touching your face, you're pressing way too hard, and chances are you're scraping off everything you've worked so hard to apply. I'm like barely touching my face. It might look like I'm pressing hard, but I'm really not. I'm also just taking whatever's left on my brush and taking it down my neck. So next I'm going to contour my nose. I already know the comments I'm going to get, like,
you got your nose done, why are you contouring your nose?
The reason why I contour my nose is not to make it look smaller. I used to do that, but since I got it done, I don't need to anymore. I just find that foundation kind of erases the natural shadows and just makes everything look a little bit flatter. So I like to add that dimension back with contour. I'm not trying to make my nose look smaller or make it look like anything it's not. Trust me, I got it done. I love my nose. Thank you very much. I'm taking the same contour color and my Real Techniques concealer brush. So what helps me is looking down so you can see where the light hits the bridge and where the shadows are. So with short strokes, I'm just drawing a line on each side of my bridge and then shading in the tip. Now I'm just going to make sure everything is all blended out. So after I'm done with my cream contour, I like to set my whole face with a powder that matches my skin. So I'm using the NYX No Filter powder in medium olive, and I'm using my Real Techniques blush brush to just lightly pat on the powder. Notice I'm not swirling the powder in, I'm tapping it on. I'm really not doing this for the color, I'm doing it to kind of dry the concealer and the contour before I apply my bake, because if I apply my bake directly onto the wet product, the powder will just kind of absorb all of the concealer and the foundation, and I'll have like two white streaks going across my face, and I don't like that look at all. So I'm really just drying what I have on my face. So to bake today, I'm using the RCMA No Color Powder. I won't say it's my favorite, but it is. I'm taking my beauty blender, picking up some of the product, and that looks like a lot because it is. Going against the side of my nose. To really carve out that contour. Next, I'm going under my eyes, and I'm not dragging it across, I am patting it on. also hitting my chin. I'm gonna carve out the contour under my cheekbone as well. I'm gonna try to be careful, but I'm also gonna hit my forehead too, like right there, just a little tiny bit. And while my bake is on, I like to apply my bronzer. Today I'm using the MAC Give Me Sun. As you can see, I need a new one. We'll still use it. And I'm using this IT Cosmetics brush, swirling it into the bronzer, and basically just applying to the areas that don't have bake. I like to do this while my bake is still on, so everything just kind of blends together seamlessly, but you can definitely do this after the bake is off or whatever works for you. Next, I'm just gonna dust away my bake with the same brush I used before, which is the Real Techniques blush brush. I'm going back in with my bronzer just to warm me up a little bit more. Next, I'm taking my Morphe E28 brush, which is just a fluffy blending brush. And I'm taking my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and a mixture of these two lighter shades right here, tapping off the excess. And I'm just very lightly gonna go over my nose contour. Next for blush, I'm taking MAC's Peaches. I pretty much use this for every single look. I'm taking this MAC brush. I don't know the number. I will look for it. I'm gonna swing this and hit myself and then cry about it. So I don't know the number of this brush, but I will find it and link it down below for you. This is so old. Tapping it into the blush. I'm applying it from the apples of my cheeks back. So before I apply my highlight, I like to spritz my face with some Pixi Glow Mist. And while my face is still wet, I like to apply my highlight. Today I'm using Laura Geller's Baked Gelato Swirl in Gilded Honey.
How pretty!
I'm taking my Morphe B38 brush, which is this like teeny tiny fan brush, and I'm applying this down the bridge of my nose. A little bit on the tip, on my Cupid's bow. And with my Morphe M310 brush, I'm just gonna apply this on my cheekbones. Wish I could do videos like this. Hi, my name is Angela, and yeah, this is my vlog.
Oh, that's cute. Miss me already? Well, catch up with my latest videos and follow me on social media.